morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Friday, November the 12th. Good to have you here. We're going to talk about the University Concert Series, and they're back. They're back. Robert Wells is with us. Good to have you here, Robert.
Thanks, Paul. Good to be here.
The University Concert Series is back in full swing now, right?
I don't know that I can say full swing, but we are reopening and getting back to our mission.
Now, you were not operating for, was it a year and a half?
We were closed down for a full year. We did a few performances last April that were primarily local artists, regional artists, I guess I would say. We did 4 performances last April, and now we are getting back to doing full shows.
So how many shows do you have planned for this season?
We have about 8. Well, it's still changing, but about 18 performances that we are doing. Some of them have multiple shows, so it's low 20s of the performances that we're doing.
And they will be at both Jesse and at the Missouri Theater.
That's correct. We are blessed to have both venues, so we can put the appropriate show in the appropriate venue.
Okay, give us an idea of someone coming up here.
We have so much. Real soon, we'll be doing the Choral Union in Jesse, which is local singers, the Philharmonic, doing some memories of COVID and some hope for the future. We have a Carpenter's Christmas coming in. We have Trans-Siberian Experience, the Russian National Ballet. Big Broadway shows are returning. Finally, we have Stomp coming in, Fiddler on the Roof, Waitress.
Oh, you're doing Fiddler on the Roof?
We're doing Fiddler on the Roof, yes.
Okay, when is that?
Fiddler on the Roof, let me give you the exact date, is March the 22nd.
Okay,
it's a Tuesday night.
The best thing to do in only one performance.
That's only one performance.
The best thing to do is go on the website. You have the entire schedule there.
We do.
Can you buy season tickets?
We don't sell a season ticket package, but you can certainly purchase tickets to every single show.
Okay. The best thing to do to see what you want is go to concertseries.org, visit the website. You can see everything in black and white, what you have coming up pretty much the whole season.
Absolutely.
But you said some things are in flux. There could be some changes.
If anything, we'll be adding shows. Well,
Okay.
Of course, in this day and age, when things change, we will adjust and adapt.
Hopefully things won't have to change that way.
That's correct.
So it's concertseries.org for any questions that you have. Robert, thank you so much for coming by.
Well, thank you for having us.
And I wish you the best of luck with all the shows coming up this winter, spring, and summer.
We appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks.
All right, now we're going to talk about the Voluntary Action Center. And you know that's a very important organization in our community. I want to introduce you to the Executive Director of Voluntary Action Center, Ed Stansberry. Good to have you here.
Thank you, Paul. It's good to be here.
You've been in that for what?
Coming up on a year. I started early December of last year and was dropped right into the holiday program for last year. So I was drinking from a fire hose from the get-go.
Well, we're glad to have you. You know, we had a wonderful relationship with Nick for all those years with VAC, and we want to do that with you guys also.
Thank you.
And then we have Christy Lowe, who is a program coordinator for Voluntary Action Center.
Yes, sir. Nice to see you.
If somebody is new to the community and they're not familiar with what Voluntary Action Center is, tell us in your own words.
We are a basic needs social services agency, Paul. We provide everything from an emergency food pantry to diapers to help with identification to rent and mortgage assistance. There's a myriad of things that we do for folks in this community.
Yes, and you know, I years ago when Cindy Mustard, you remember Cindy Mustard?
I know Cindy well, yes.
She was director of Voluntary Action Center for so many years. When we would get a call on Pepper and Friends that somebody in need of help, the first thing that would pop into my mind is, call Cindy Mustard at Voluntary Action Center. She will know what to do and how to help people. And that's how I think of that organization. Now, you have the Christmas program, which is an annual program that is so important and it's so wonderful, not only for the people who are recipients, but for the folks who help out too. And you want to talk about that, Christy?
Yeah, so this year we have had a real increase in the numbers and the need in our community. And this year we're going to be sponsoring over 1,000 families this year. So we are really in need of some help from the community with people who want to sponsor those families and help provide gifts and food money for the holidays. And we also need volunteers for the week in December where we do collection and distribution.
Yeah. Now, you say over 1,000. Isn't it, wasn't it last year right around 1,000 also?
968 families last year. So.
And if I remember correctly, you tell me if I'm wrong, you came up just a little bit short, but then at the end, somebody stepped up and adopted the families that were left behind.
That's right. We had an organization, a big congregation here in town was able to provide a check towards the end of the program that really filled that gap that we had, and we were able to take care of all those families.
I remember Nick telling that story. So the way this works is you've sent out letters. You say you've already sent letters out.
Correct.
You agree to adopt a family or a person, and then you can either buy gifts for them and deliver them to the Voluntary Action Center on a prescribed day, or what we did last year, instead of buying gifts, we provided you with two gift cards.
Yes.
One for the gifts and one for the food. Is that okay to do that again this year?
That is absolutely okay. We encouraged it last year with COVID, and with everything still kind of ongoing, we want every sponsor to participate in the way that is comfortable to them, and it still helps out the family.
Yes, of course, and then they can pick out what they want, and they will get they will get that card before Christmas.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so again, if people and you're in need of volunteers, you're in need of cash, you're in need of folks to adopt families for Christmas. Actually, you're asking for all types of help.
Right, Paul. As a matter of fact, last year it took us almost 120 volunteers to help pull this off. So volunteers, family sponsors, cash donations, and this all takes place at Woodcrest Church on the south side of town.
That's where it was last year.
That's correct. This will be our third year at Woodcrest, and we're very grateful for them for offering us their facility. It works perfect.
Okay, so the website address is
vacmo.org.
vacmo.org.
Or you can go straight to the holiday program by going to vacmo.org/holiday.
Okay, and if you're listening and you need assistance, you can call Voluntary Action Center. The phone number?
874-2273.
Okay. Ed and Christy, thank you so much for coming by. And Ed, good luck at the helm there. Well, you've been there for a little while, but continued success.
Yes, thank you, Paul.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.